You're watching Let's Chat.
Well, the 22nd Minority Health Fair is upon us, and it's so great to have them in the studio today to tell us all about the wonderful vendors and the wonderful things this event does for the community. Thanks for coming on, Yancey Freeman Jr. and Bill Ulmer. So nice to meet you.
Great, nice to meet you as well.
So give me a brief background. 22nd year of the Minority Health Fair. Why is this important?
Well, it's very important because in our county, not just our county, but we find the same situation in the South particularly. African Americans experience an enormous amount of disparity with regard to health and death and disease, more so than Caucasians. And so some 20 years ago, over 20 years ago actually, fraternities got together, two of them actually, Omega Psi Phi fraternity and Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity, joined together to begin this program, and it still continues today, just as disparities continue today. Death and disease and illness among African Americans is so much more than our Caucasian neighbors.
So this is an information fight we can't sit back and relax on. The education has to continue, is that right?
Most definitely.
Yeah, so talk to me, Yancey, about maybe the vendors, what can people expect, or anything else you want to share with me about this?
Yeah, so the event is happening this Saturday on UTC's campus in the University Center.
Okay.
It's going to be happening from 9 to 1, and there's going to be a plethora of different vendors that are addressing a lot of the different health disparities in our minority communities. We're having people for different diseases, doing checkups, linking them with their primary care physicians, and just it's a place where you can find resources.
Right.
It's a place where you can see somebody that looks like you and feel safe in your environment, to where you can really express yourself, express the troubles that you're going through, and figure out, we can figure out together how we can solve those things, and we can help address some of these disparities in Hamilton County. And hopefully we set an example through this event to where people can leave it and come out a better person and able to be more self-sufficient in taking care of themselves and addressing the disparities that they're facing.
Yeah, it's so important. You shared pretty passionately about why this is important. The numbers are striking. I remember during COVID, seeing the disparity between the different communities was really upsetting. Share with me why you think the Minority Health Fair is so important.
From my own personal experience, I've worked there volunteering. I've been a vendor before. I have just attended and been a spectator, and just, it's so important because of the lives that we're impacting. I mean, thousands of lives that we've been able to touch, that have been able to come out and just find these resources, and it's so important because we're setting an example for the community and really linking people with the things that they need that they might not have even known about.
Right.
Sometimes you can't fix something that you don't know, and if you don't know what you don't know, it's hard to start working towards coming towards a solution. So this can be the start to the solution for a lot of folks, and so we hope they come out.
The numbers are striking. In a community with a lot of means, to see that difference is pretty upsetting.
It really is, and the theme that we continue to have is empowering and educating minorities to close the health gap. This year we're taking a lot of emphasis, if you will, a lot of time to bring in our Hispanic neighbors too. So we will have interpreters there, and persons who are vendors are having on display their materials in Spanish as well. So it's really opening up to more people who need these services, and we're going to do our best to make sure that they have access to them.
What's your favorite part about working with this health fair?
Well, it's a passion. I was part of the group that started the health fair over 20 years ago.
Wow.
And working in public health, I just retired from the Hamilton County Health Department, I guess a year or so ago. It's just a passion that I've always had. I've always worked in the community and see those things that are really heartbreaking.
Right.
The way you see health conditions and disease and morbidity, mortalities and stuff, when we know that some of those can be prevented.
Right. Do you experience a light bulb moment with some of the people that come to the fair when their eyes are open to the numbers, but then how maybe easy it is to get help?
Absolutely, absolutely. And so it helps us to remember what we're there for.
Right.
And as I tell the vendors who are coming on Saturday, we need them. We need them to help the public. And so they have a passion. They come back every year. We'll have over 80 or so vendors,
Right.
you know, and physicians, other health providers there. So it's going to be great.
It's important. So tell us real quick how we can get tickets, where and when it's taking place.
It is free, okay?
Great.
So all people need to do is come and go through a quick registration process, and then they can begin the process of going to all of those vendors and getting all the information that they need.
And there's entertainment. I know I've been at them before.
Yes.
The Brainerd.
We have entertainment there. There'll be line dancing going on there.
Scenic City, the aerobics line dancing group.
All
are
of
they?
that. All
oh,
of
fun.
that. Yeah,
I love them.
Yeah. So we want people to come and have a
Right.
great time, experience all the things that they need to experience in regard to their health, and being more aware when they leave of their health status.
Wonderful.
And doing it and having a good time doing it as well.
That's
Yeah.
great. This is a great interview. Thank you so much for coming on Yanceyville and sharing the good word and the news about this very important minority health fair coming up this Saturday. You do not want to miss it. Phone number 619-0732, taking place at UTC. More information is at, what's this website?
MinorityHealthFair.org.